War Memorial Stadium in Laramie, Wyoming. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So FIU's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. What a performance he's coming off last time out. He had 11 catches in the win. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. FIU will line up to punt.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So the Wyoming Cowboys offense will now get its first chance with the football. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistent.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Keep it on the ground. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, puts you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
They'll try the right side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Cowboys are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cowboys! Great job by the back on the option.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Odom. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Sends it back in motion. Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires to the middle. Out wide left, it's Nelson. He's loose. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Swapped immediately.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense. Now you're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, TFL. Now you got a big second down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They would not let that ball go to the wide side of the field.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Panthers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Quick give. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Uh-oh, look out. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Fresh setter downs going to the air. They're all over him. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. On the ground with the counter. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run all.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stone. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
See some running room. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Plows through the defense. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
3rd and long right here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll test the right side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down to the air. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Give to the back. He's got enough. Still on his feet at the 45. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It goes so well.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Cowboys come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. He'll get rid of it. Just barely got rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Moving out to the right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Florida International. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's get right to it with Liberty in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Flames, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Working the ground game. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wilson open on the right side. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first. Catch in the middle, it's Black. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got it, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Second down, going to throw it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you've put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Ford International comes out to start this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Making the adjustment. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Wants to go up top on second down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Oh, how that would have swung the momentum, but instead it's just a deflection, and they give up another completion.
And, Reese, we hear it all the time. It's a game of inches. Look how close that was to changing this game. For the defense creating some momentum, trying to get back into it, and the offense gets the big break.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes. But, man, you love a QB that on third down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the first down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
From the gun. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
The give to the back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to ride this running back. Could be an alley. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Man, oh man, the ball ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
After run, now throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job of nice discipline by this defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense.
That's one of the only ways you're getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Complete out left to Wilson. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. And the Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give. Defense all over him.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. They're front.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking left. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, he has to have it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. 2nd and long here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced him to get rid of it on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Cowboys are in the hurry up.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Second down, gonna throw it. Under pressure, and they got him.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Complete in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Rush is on. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They've got a first down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Shoots it to the left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snap from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. Looks it in. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And why would you not go back to it? I mean, he's caught everything thrown his way. He's been the focal point of this.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Hauls it in.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Unloads it left. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need... that drive alive.
And I don't know what happened at halftime, but man, did this defense play night and day different. They got it together, and really, they gave so much momentum to their offense by continuing to get stops, playing totally different with energy, with passion. Palmer, it's a clinic from first half to second half to what this defense just did.
Yeah, kudos to the coaching staff, too, for the adjustments they were able to make at halftime and showing a couple of different looks here in the second half. But at the end of the day, it's about the Jimmies and the Joes on the field. Those guys were winning their one-on-one matchups defensively, shutting this offense out. You're right, David, night and day, and that's why they're winning this game.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The handoff. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch him with a field goal.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He's got an open man. At the 45 on his way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. He's changing the play. Drops back on first down. Going to take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
He's not afraid to go deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Down in the end zone, the big play there, and the defense gets the stop. You know, there's no